The Meisner Summer Intensive introduces the Meisner technique to actors and students from Washington, D.C. In this video, Charlie Sandlan discusses the Meisner Summer Intensive and why this training is important for Washington, D.C. students.
Hi to everybody from Howard University. I know that Professor Bay and Eric Ruffin have been doing a really great job with you guys, and I've had the privilege of training a lot of your alumni here at the studio. And I wanted to talk to you briefly about our 6-week Meisner Summer Intensive and why I think it's important for serious actors to consider and what you can learn from it. The full progression of Meisner's first year work, if it's taught correctly, should take 9 months to teach. And it starts with this very simple repetition exercise that ultimately evolves into this very deep, very sophisticated improvisational exercise that encompasses all the fundamentals of acting. Now, in a 6-week summer intensive, you should be getting the first 2 months of first year work in 6 weeks. And so what does that mean? What are you going to learn in 6 weeks? Well, you're going to learn a lot of important fundamentals. You're going to learn what it means to really listen. Most actors don't listen. They're waiting for their cues, their attention's on themselves, they're waiting to be able to act their lines at the other actors on stage or on camera. But Meisner's repetition exercise, in the beginning, teaches you how to really listen. How do you go from unanticipated moment to unanticipated moment? How do you begin to respond personally from your own point of view, which is really all you have as an artist? It begins to start to help you sensitize your instruments so that your vulnerability, your empathy, and your humanity can begin to operate. Also, in 6 weeks, you can learn what it means to really truthfully do under an imaginary circumstance. That's the definition of acting. Acting is the ability to do truthfully under an imaginary circumstance. And if you're doing truthfully, you're living truthfully. And so in the first 6 weeks of Meisner's work, you're going to learn how to take your imagination, your ability to daydream and fantasize, harness that to your craft as an actor so that you begin to craft in a very simple, specific, and personal way, and that will allow you to start to create vivid behavior, which is the job of the actor. And then the other thing that a summer session should do, and it should finish up really in the last 2 weeks with scene work, so that you're taking the full month of Meisner's repetition exercise and you begin to start to apply that to text so that you can begin to break out of bad habits, whether that's adjusting to the text, line readings, waiting for your cues, all these things that bad actors do. How can you really truly improvise your way through a script spontaneously with freedom and instincts so that the text is subverted to your inner life and not the other way around? These are very important fundamentals. Now, you can't learn how to act in 6 weeks. That's not possible. But with a really good Meisner Summer Intensive, you can come away with a really good understanding of important fundamentals, what it means to be a real artist, what it means to have work ethic and discipline, and a real better understanding of acting as an art form.
For more information about the Meisner Summer Intensive, call 202-517-8020.